Hey, how are you doing today? We are here today with Behavioral Health Group as a whole. They're gonna be explaining things that they're doing in the community. They're gonna have some of the staff come out and talk to you and let you know what's going on and the great things that they have to help out people with.
So my name is Amina. I usually go by Mina. I am one of our targeted case managers that we have here at the clinic. There's 4 of us all together, and so we are a small team. We usually help our patients when they're struggling with their recovery. So try to think of it like if you're struggling with transportation, employment, housing, your general health care, your finances, kind of stuff like that play a major role in your recovery. Little instances like that when they start treatment here with us, they get a little bit of that extra help just so they can, succeed later down the line. Makes it a little bit easier.
Oh, a little bit, hey, life's a lot better when it's a little bit easier.
A little bit easier, yeah.
That's right. Mm-hmm. So how long has Behavioral Health Group been around?
Oh my God, I want to say since like the early 2000s. They started off pretty small, and then gradually more counselors started working, the nurses, people taking on different roles. And so we have multiple locations all throughout the United States. So I like to say all the way up from Alabama all the way down to Virginia. There's a location somewhere. We only have one here in Louisville, but we have a good amount in other locations, in other states.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, hey, there's help out there.
There is,
Definitely.
yeah.
Look up Behavioral Health Group. They'll be happy to help you out. Mm-hmm. Where are you from?
So I'm originally from upstate New York, and then myself, my family, moved down. To me, this is south. Being from up north, we moved here. We had extended family living here, so the extended family was like, hey, come down here. We can, help raise the kids and kind of stuff like that. And so I did most of middle school here, high school here, and I did all my college here. So I'm kind of pretty stuck here now. Yeah.
It's home now, huh?
And this is home, yeah. Right. Yeah.
So how do you like it with the change from New York to here?
It's very different. I consider this the South, being so from up north. I'm a big city person. I love the city, so I don't think this is as city as enough as I would like it to be for me personally. So hey, I just deal with it every day.
Hey, I know that's right. It is a big change. Have you had any experiences with recovery, you or somebody that you might know?
I did not. I get really lucky. I'm a few of those people that have family members that never had any issues with them. My parents, extended family, they've never dabbled in anything. I've never really had any friends that have done it either. Any of it. So I think that's another reason why it pushed me a little bit more towards that type of field. I don't have the direct experience from it, so let me sit down, let me talk to you, let me get in your brain, let me see what's making you want to continue to use and what else is making you struggle with your use and stuff like that.
So what brought you into recovery is basically like just wanting to know more about what drives a person to do that to themselves?
Yes.
And what you can do to basically help them out?
Because everyone has a different story, all kinds of experiences. So you hear one story from one patient, you hear another story from another patient. So it's different for everyone. So it's just sitting down and listening to, 1 hour session here, but a 30-minute session here. It's 2 different stories. So it's so interesting.
Wow. So what really keeps you moving on inside of the field that you're working in right now?
I guess just seeing, you have some patients that literally, left inpatient, left rehab, started a little bit of extra care here, and they're able to get their own job. They're able to get a home. They're able to get a car. They can, start a family, go back to school. They get their kids back from CPS. So it's kind of little stuff like that we don't ever think about every day because we are pretty stable in those environments, but you have these individuals that you get to see every single day at a store, and they're not. And so it's helping them in a struggle that I would have never thought someone could be in. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Because you got a good heart. That's what it is.
Essentially. Yeah.
So tell me, what are some of your future plans?
The future plan, probably stay here as long as I can. I went to school for this type of work, so I really like it. Yes, the hours are very wonky from like 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. our hours are, so that was a big adjustment, but I like where I'm at right now. I like the work I do. I like the people I work with. I like the patients that we get to see and work with every day. So unless something drastically happens, I don't plan on changing anything anytime soon. I like to stay put.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I know that's right. Stay grounded.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Do you have any encouraging words for the people?
Just that treatment is out there for you when you are ready for it. It doesn't have to be inpatient, outpatient, whatever you're looking for, it's out there for you. You can, you could be 25 days, 30 days, 90 days. It's out there for you. It's just you have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone and ask for the help.
Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And you're going to have more people coming and telling their stories, more staff at Behavioral Health Group telling their stories. So while you're here, don't forget to tap that subscribe button, share for more.
The right time to get treatment is kind of whenever you think you might need it. Right? If you think you're on a train that's headed in the wrong direction, you don't necessarily want to take it to the end of the track before you start coming back. So you get off at the next station and you reassess, right? And so by the same token, if you think that you might have a problem with substances, bring in some expertise to help you understand what's going on, to be a reality check, to help you understand what your options are and what problems might be there. I mean, people don't have to hit rock bottom to decide they need to make a change. That can happen at any point. And just coming in and asking questions about treatment and learning more about your options, you're not committing yourself to anything. Ultimately, the decision to get some help, it's not a sign that you gave up or that you're weak or incapable or anything else, any more than it is if you broke your leg and you went to a physical therapist to help them rehab you. If you're wondering if there's a problem, it's a good time to stop and just take a pause and learn more about where you're headed and where you are.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Hey, pleasure for you being on the show. Definitely thank
happy
you
to be
for coming
here.
in.
Yeah.
What is your name?
Mark Miller.
Mark Miller. And what do you work at?
I am the Regional Director for Behavioral Health Group here in Kentucky. I oversee 12 locations here in Kentucky and 1 in Indiana.
Oh, awesome, awesome. So how long have you been in the field?
Long time. So I've lived in Kentucky now for about 25 years, and I worked in Chicago for about 4 or 5 years. So if you do the math, I'm coming up on my 30th year in some world. So yes.
So what brought you into the field of wanting to work in recovery?
Great question. It's a great question. So I answered an ad in Chicago for a job, and one of the things that I liked the most about it was an easy commute. What then I came to like about it is I really enjoyed working with the people who were focused on getting help and moving forward in their life, and it was a huge eye-opening awareness for me. I didn't study addiction. I didn't go into the addiction field with any education really. Maybe a course in it in my graduate school, but not any not a firm understanding of how it worked. And I learned a lot from the people that I worked with. And I've always, once you get bitten by that bug, you just want to keep coming back because it's really rewarding. It's really rewarding the work that we do. It's really the impact that you're having on the people that you're working with.
That's awesome. So you have a heart for the people then?
Absolutely, 100%.
You feel like you have to have a heart for the people to be able to work in this field?
Yeah, if you don't, you shouldn't be in it, honestly. It's the people that we work with are 100% of the reason why we do what we do, why we get up at the crazy hours we get up every day, why we slog in days when we're tired or not having enough caffeine or whatever. They're the reason why we're here.
That's great to hear. See, people, you have to understand that there's people out here that care for you. There's people out here that love you.
Absolutely.
And it's so important to be in this field and have that type of heart for the people, because if you're in it for the wrong reason, you're not going to last. You're not going to give a person the right treatment that they need to have. And I feel like it's very important for you to have that calling
You got to
to
have a
be-
passion for it.
Gotta have it.
Calling is a great way to look at it because you really are called to it. Either you're called to it or you're called not. And there are plenty of people who try this and take it on for a little while and do really well with it. But then their passion is working with kids, or their passion is working inpatient or whatever. But this particular part of the field is for me. It's been a long time since I've been doing it, and I love it.
That's great to hear. Have you ever had any experiences with recovery in your family, or have you ever had any
absolutely.
substances that you might have
Absolutely.
been addicted to?
Absolutely. So in my family, yes, we've got several generations of folks who struggle with different things, drugs, alcohol, you name it. Personally, addiction hasn't been my personal problem. I've had plenty others, and it helps a little bit to have walked a mile in somebody else's flip flops, and again, the folks that have taught me the most are the folks who've been through it.
Definitely. I feel like it's a lot of stronghold that's involved when it comes down down to generational bloodline and things like that.
Yeah.
I really believe that it comes to a point in time where you have to break that chain.
Oh, 100%.
It's important for everybody to
100%.
break that chain. If you have people that's been involved in your uncles, your aunts, your cousins, mother, father, brother, sister, when you deal with those type of circumstances, when your family members is involved in it, you're raised around it, it could definitely affect you in certain ways. So it's
Absolutely.
important that you make those right decisions and you could stop that.
I had 2 or 3 generations that I would work with in Chicago who were, grandparent, mom, kid. We get multiple relatives in some of our more rural areas where you've got, one person comes in and they realize that the entire family could benefit from it, and they bring others in, which is great. So there's a camaraderie and a esprit de corps that comes up when you realize I can get help here, and so can my family, so can my friends.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. What keeps you moving forward in this line of work?
Oh yeah. It's seeing the successes, and our successes are different. It's hearing a guy talk about I bought my first new car first time in my life I bought a new car, or I'm buying a home, or I'm getting married, or I'm having a kid. Those are the successes that I see that come up time and time again, and it really feels like we've had a positive impact on the people we serve.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear. So tell me, do you have any future plans with this
So
field
many.
that you're in? Give me a few just to throw it out
So
there.
behavioral health group in general, one of the things we're really pushing right now is trying to help people with intensive outpatient treatment. We are really interested in the mental health side of things as well. The state of Kentucky has an initiative going where right now you can get mental health care in a mental health setting, you can get substance abuse in a substance abuse setting, but you can't necessarily mix the two. And the state of Kentucky is working on changing that, and Behavioral Health Group BHG is 100% committed to being a partnership with that.
Oh, that's amazing. You're doing great work, definitely.
Thank you.
So tell me, is there anything else you want to tell the people, or anything else you want to say?
Wiser people than I have said, never quit quitting. It's so important to try. It's so important to reach out for help. And even if BHG is not the right place for you, there is a provider out there. There's somebody that can help. If you've gotten turned away, if you've gotten kicked out, if you've had a horrible experience somewhere, it doesn't mean that you can't find your space. And please, whatever you do, try.
Keep trying. Don't give
right.
up.
That's right.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Doing well, doing well. What's your name?
My name's Peyton.
Oh, where are you from?
I'm from Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky? How do you like it here?
I love it. I actually live in Indiana, but I work here. I grew up here.
Oh, yeah? Oh, so you had to just keep working here. You was like, I can't let it go.
Yeah.
I know that's right. Where do you work at?
I work at Behavioral Health Group in Louisville. I am the IOP, which stands for Intensive Outpatient Program. I'm the counselor for it.
Oh, nice. So when you say intensive outpatient, for the people who might not know, what is that?
So intensive outpatient is the slightly above level of care than we offer here for the most part, where it's mainly outpatient. You come get your medication, you see your counselor, case management, then you go. With me, you have a little bit extra support and care. You meet with me 3 times a week for 3 hours, and we get together with a couple other patients and do kind of like a big group, and we just give extra support, extra education for people who might need it.
Oh, nice. What brought you into this field of wanting to work in recovery?
I've just wanted to help people, and this seemed like a really great way to be able to do it. From the time I was in school to now, I just really felt like I was put here to help someone somehow.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. You feel like you have a purpose.
Yeah, I do.
That's what it's about. I feel like if you don't have a purpose, you don't really have anything in life. You're just floating through life. You don't really know what's going on. You're just lost, kind of.
Yeah.
Once you have that purpose, it just gives you a reason to live. You're driven. You know, it just makes life a lot more better, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's always a better thing to help people out anyways. Because once you find that purpose, I feel like it's driven more to help other people than yourself, actually.
It's a nice reminder to always think about how, and I feel like we do a really good job of it here, that these are people. They're not numbers in our system. They're not patient IDs. They are people who have their own lives. They're someone's mom, their dad, their brother, their sister. And it's really helpful to know that I am helping more than just a company's numbers. We are impacting people's lives on a really deep level, and that gives me an extra sense of purpose.
Exactly. You know, I had choice before to work somewhere else or work with helping people. I definitely rather choose helping people. That's just me personally. I think it's a great thing you're doing. So have you ever had any experience with in recovery yourself? Have you been experienced with it, or your family or somebody you might know have?
I have distant family who have been impacted by addiction. They mainly live in like central Kentucky, so further in the more rural areas. But in terms of my immediate family or myself, no, we've not been impacted by addiction in those kind of ways.
What keeps you moving forward inside of the job that you're doing?
I know Mark had said it when he was up here that it's the successes that really keep him going, and I agree that is definitely something that makes me want to move forward. But I also really enjoy, as weird as it may seem to sound, I enjoy being there for people's lowest points as well. When they have extra support, or when they need that extra support, I can be that guiding light for them, or just that hand to hold, that voice to hear, or just that shoulder to cry on. That to me is sometimes more important than the success, because I think it's easy to lose sight of things when things are going well.
You definitely can. We're talking to a hero right here. A hero. You know, hey, you know what, man? We're saving lives. We're saving lives. That's what we're doing. You know, a lot of people like to overlook it and make it seem like it's not really a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal when you see somebody overcome the trials and tribulations of life. It's a big deal when you see a person at the lowest point and you have something to do with helping them out get better, you know? Because people are dying out here in these streets.
And I've seen definitely the people that, before I'm doing what I'm doing now, I used to be a counselor here, so I had my own patients and caseload. And I've seen some of the people hit their lowest points, and they are completely different now, where they've been able to work our program and work things out themselves and lean on the supports that we're able to provide. And I feel like it's even more rewarding to see how far they've come when they have hit those low points and they have used the help that's out there to get to a place where they are stable and they are functional and happy.
Amen. What are your future plans?
In terms of our IOP program, I definitely want that to be expanded. I know it's in talks. Again, credentialing-wise, licensing stuff, it takes time. But I do want to expand our IOP program to be able to accept a lot of new patients, not just patients of our clinic, although I do think that's an extra bonus. But I want to be able to offer that help out there, because I know in a big city like Louisville, there's always a need for extra help.
Yeah, it definitely is, and I think that behavioral health group is a great place. Definitely a great place to be able to do that. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Any last words for the people?
Yes, one of my favorite sayings that I learned while I took a hiatus at Inpatient and worked there for a little while was, when the body heals, the lie returns. So get into help and stay in help, and get into treatment and stay in treatment. Once you get past the detox, the withdrawal phase, it does not end there. Recovery is a lifelong process, and the help is out there. So get in it, stay in it.
I like that. Gotta keep fighting. Gotta keep fighting. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Oh, doing well, doing well. Blessed from the best. Try not to be stressed.
Yeah, I hear it.
What's your name?
Sandra.
Sandra. Where you from, Sandra?
I'm actually from Hookstown, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah?
It's about 45 miles south of Pittsburgh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what brought you to Louisville?
I moved down here for a job, actually. Not this job, but a job.
Oh, a job? What type of job was that?
I was Working in a warehouse, actually. It was like a third-party Amazon company.
You're definitely in a different field now.
Yes, I am.
What brought you to working in recovery?
I actually started working at an MET facility when I lived in Maryland. I was pursuing my graduate degree down there, and I went to buy a couch off of this lady from Facebook Marketplace. And she asked me if I knew anything about methadone or Vivitrol or Suboxone, and I said, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. What is that? She's like, aren't you pursuing a master's degree in counseling? And I said, yeah. And she was like, I'm going to get with my boss and I'll get back with you. And I started working at my first MAT facility down in Maryland.
Oh, awesome.
From a Facebook Marketplace couch.
What? Shout out to Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Hey, God working mysterious ways. You know,
He
next
does.
thing, you hop on Facebook Marketplace, next thing you know, you're in recovery, helping out. I know that's right. So, what position do you have here at Behavioral Health Group?
I'm a senior counselor, so I have a caseload of my regular peeps that I see, but I also help support upcoming counselors and current counselors in documentation, deadlines, and just overall questions that they may have.
Awesome. So how are you enjoying it so far?
I love it. I think like I originally was so open-minded to the idea of working in recovery because of my aunt passing away from an overdose in 2012. And being from a small town, which is the total opposite of Louisville, Hookstown, there was not really much to do other than go out and drink or go out and use drugs. So I have had a lot of friends that I lost as well.
Oh, wow. How did that affect you? How did that make you feel? Like, did that drive you harder to help people out because of the closeness of the people that you lost?
Absolutely. I think that in those moments of being younger and feeling almost powerless and not having the knowledge that I have today kind of fueled me to stay in the field and keep kind of pushing on.
So one thing about it is when you're affected with people in your lives and things like that, when they go through certain things with addiction and they're losing their lives and things like that, it definitely pushes you harder to want to help people more.
Absolutely.
I know when I lost some of my friends, I was always like, man, you know what, man, I should have did this, I should have did that when they actually do pass. And it's like, you know what, feel like I could have did more. But now it's like, you know I do the best I can. And that's the important thing.
That's all we really can do. I think like for me, it was watching my entire family dynamics change after my aunt had passed away. Because she had left behind 5 kids, and just watching the struggles they faced, like not having a mother, kind of kept propelling me to be interested in the field.
What keeps you moving on inside of this field, even going through, hurt, heartache, and just seeing the pain in the people's eyes, the pains in the people's lives? How do you keep going through all that, continuously seeing that?
I think that seeing that light that eventually does come, because there is the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, and allowing people to see that there is more to life outside of just their addiction and their recovery. Because when you're in those lowest moments, it's so easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle, and remembering and reminding people that they are still a person, they are still themselves, or as Peyton said, somebody's mom, dad, uncle, grandfather even. Reminding people that they're still human too, and treating people with basic decency and respect kind of, I don't know, I guess keeps me involved in the field just because I like being able to provide that assistance and boosting that self-esteem.
That's a great thing to do, definitely is. When you see that light, and then when you see they have that light, it does something to you. It just makes you feel good. You gotta hold it inside, most definitely. So what are some of your future plans?
I just graduated with my master's.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. With that being said, I see myself being put here for a little bit, but I would like to venture off into the idea of like private practice and treating like mental health conditions as well as substance abuse disorders like co-occurring.
Oh, that's awesome. Sound like a great future to me. Definitely.
Thank you.
Lifelong calling and helping people. That's what it's about. Good stuff right there. So any last encouraging words you had to say to the people?
Final words to the people would be just keep working it. It works if you work it. I know that's like such a stereotypical saying from meetings. It's like the program works if you work it, but it really does. Getting up every day and coming to dose, or getting up every day and just putting your feet to the pavement really does keep you motivated until you're eventually there.
Hey, It works. Work it, work it, work it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for coming.
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Blessed from the best.
Good.
Try not to be stressed, right?
Yeah.
So, what is your name?
My name is Nikki, and I am the nurse supervisor here at BHG.
Oh, wow. So where are you from?
I'm actually from, Bullitt County, but I lived here my whole life in Louisville, so.
Oh, yeah? Oh, so this is home then?
Yes.
So you were just dropped off at Bullitt County at first, and then you just started started your journey here. That's good stuff right there, good stuff. So what does your position consist of?
I am actually over the nurses, over the medication. I also I do the medication administration, but I also more run around and put out fires and that kind of stuff and keep things moving to make sure that patients receive their medication when they come.
Oh, so you're the one that handle business.
Yeah.
You're the one that keeps it all together,
Yes,
right?
I guess.
Okay, that's a great thing. That's a great thing. So tell me, do you have any experience in recovery or anybody you know that affected you personally with recovery?
Actually, yes. Unfortunately, my sons, their fathers were both, we lost them both to addiction. So that's kind of how I ended up here. I ended up answering a ad in the paper not too long after we had lost my oldest son's father. And I just kind of felt like that it happened for a reason. So I've been here ever since.
Wow. Sorry to hear about that.
That's okay.
Things happen for a reason, most definitely. And hey, you're doing a great thing.
Well, thank you.
It drives you to helping a lot of people out. What keeps you moving forward in your line of work?
The people. Honestly, usually on a daily basis, we see about 300-ish, between 300 and, what do we have? How many do we have? 380 on a daily, 340 on a daily.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we see about 340 on a daily, and it's the people. It's the interactions every day. It's the fact that people, you can see some that struggle just to get here. So when they do get here, it's very big about being very presentable and very professional and very encouraging to them, and that's what I enjoy. I enjoy being their cheerleader every day when they come in, and just the little step of getting here, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. Do you feel like you get to know the people when they're coming in, and then with so many people, kind of build like a bond with the people, and like, so-and-so hasn't showed up, so-and-so this, that, and...
Absolutely. And I think that that's one of the things. I do know most of the patients by name, and that's one of the things that I feel is very important, so that they do not feel like they are just a number or they're just a case load or anything like that. They are who they are. They're first name basis, and they come in and they get their medication and then they go on about their days.
See, that's an awesome thing, because it's important that you care for the people. That shows care to me, honestly. That shows that you really care to a person. You have so many people coming through, but you still remember the names. You get to know certain family members, whatever they talk about. Build that bond. That's what's important. Yes. Because if you just come through and just, hey, take it, come in, get out, come in, get out, doesn't mean anything.
No.
And they know, what, people could feel that also. Mm-hmm. They could feel that, it's that lack of empathy, that lack of love there. But when you do that type of stuff, and you know them by name, and you have those good interactions with people, they could tell the genuineness of it. Yeah. That's a great thing to hear. Yeah. What are some of your future plans?
My future plans. Honestly, I plan to be here. I enjoy what I do. I'm hoping that we can, with the IOP program getting bigger, and the counsel, coming in with the counselors and all that stuff, I'm hoping that we can reach more patients. But overall, more than likely, I'll still be down there in the little med-room.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Any encouraging last words for the people?
If I could say anything, I would just say we're here when you're ready. Because it's no pressure, but it is one of those things that when you're ready to be here, we're here.
Come here. You don't have to be scared. You don't have to worry. There's no pressure when you come to BHG. Come here, get the help you need. Don't forget that. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, doing well. Can't complain.
Yeah, neither can I.
I know that's right. We're here another day, alive above this earth, breathing. Mm-hmm. Where you from?
I am originally from Brownsville, Texas.
What's your name?
My name's Stephanie.
Stephanie, Brownsville, Texas.
Yes.
What brought you to Louisville?
When I graduated high school, I went to Hanover College in Hanover, Indiana. There, I met my husband. We then moved to Alabama, where I did intensive outpatient for 4 years. And then we moved back up to Louisville because he's originating from Louisville.
How do you like it here in Louisville?
We have 4 seasons.
Yeah. You definitely do. I noticed that. I came from Orlando, 2024,
Yeah.
and I realized you definitely
Hot and
have some-
humid is
yeah,
usually what
yeah.
is in South Texas. But yeah, I enjoy it. So
Yeah.
it's a nice place to live and raise a family.
So, what position are you at?
I
VA?
am one of 2 clinical directors.
So, what does that consist of?
Well, my role over the years has changed, but currently it's more regulatory stuff and making sure that things are signed on time, that treatment plans and all the things that are necessary to make sure this program runs are running. And then I'm also in charge of the targeted case management part of the services that we provide.
Oh, wow. So, how do you like that?
I think targeted case management is a really important aspect of treatment in general. It allows for the patients to have access to other types of care that they need, such as housing, transportation, food, work, employment, all that kind of stuff. So I think it allows them to have that extra support, that extra care that can be lacking in other areas of their life.
Oh, wow. That's a good thing, definitely. So, have you ever been affected in any type of way, shape, or form from anybody who might have been in recovery, family member, or?
So, yes, I personally have not been affected by recovery. However, I do have family members who have been affected by addiction. But my previous supervisor would always say, we all don't have a substance abuse issue, but we're all recovering from something, and we all need help with recovery in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So recovery isn't just addiction. Recovery is recovering from the things that have affected our lives in some way, shape, or form, especially negatively.
Exactly. I was just saying that recently on a recent show. I was telling people, when I go out and I try to tell people, hey, if you need this type of help, a person automatically thinks when you talk about recovery, it's just drug use. I'm like, no, that's not just drug use. You got the mental, you got the physical, spiritual. It's all the way around.
It's the whole person.
It's the whole person. Just need, you might need recovery in this aspect. Another person might need recovery in this part. So it's just like, get out your mind that it's just one thing
Yes.
with recovery. It's all bundled up.
It's the
bundled
whole
up.
package.
Yeah, yes it is. Yes it is. Definitely is. What keeps you moving forward in this line of work?
I will say that one of the biggest things that makes me do what I do, and I started off as a counselor and I've moved up from there, but I really have appreciated being able to see parents become better parents, adults who their lives were in shambles, calling you and saying, you know what, this is the first time that I've been able to hold a job. This is the first time I've been able to buy a house. This is the first time I've been able to buy a car. And seeing those successes of being able to, for them, not only to put in the work that's necessary, but also to be able to see their accomplishments.
The powerful testimony is what keeps you driving. That's a good feeling. I know it's a good
awesome.
feeling.
It's an awesome feeling.
You really can't explain it. Gets you goosebumps, make you feel good all on the inside, feel good and warm. It's like, you know what, man, it's just so great to feel that happiness when somebody's life has tremendously changed and you was able to be a part of that in a positive way.
In a positive way.
In a positive way, most definitely. Hey, so tell me, what are some of your future plans?
My future plans in regards to here is my goal has always been to be the best counselor I can be while I'm here. My goal is always to grow and change, because to me those are just important, and learn if there's like improvement in addiction, if there's in addiction medicine or whatever, like willing to learn what that next thing is, willing to learn what the next thing in recovery can be, those kinds of things. I think that for me is like the most important thing of like, if I look at recovery in regards to addiction, and like the future in regards to addiction, honestly, my goal has always been to not have a job like this, right? Like, so that everybody's healed, like addiction is wiped out.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
My life goal would be
All right.
that.
That's awesome.
Well, my life wish, I guess.
Life
Not
wish.
necessarily a goal.
Okay. Okay, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
good to hear. Definitely. Any encouraging last words for the people?
Addiction does not have to be what defines you.
I like that. Addiction does not define you.
Nope.
Hey, you know what? You might be at a certain place right now. Doesn't mean you have to stay there. Doesn't mean that's who you are.
Nope.
You just happen to be down at the time.
Yep.
Going through a little hardship, a little
Yep.
trial, tribulation.
It doesn't have to be a mountain.
Doesn't have to be a mountain. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.